Hello, hello, hello. I have had the hardest time trying to start this live, so there must be something very, very important about today. Um, Microphone wouldn't work. All kind of stuff wouldn't work. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Since it was trying to give me all that trouble, um, I know that things are moving, and when they give me that much trouble, I told everybody on Wisdom, it was on Wisdom. I told them just to hop on over to YouTube and we can get it started. So today's a lot better. It's not as hot as it was yesterday. Yesterday was absolutely hot. My goodness, my goodness. So hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Um, for those of you who um, are in position, today is day 3. We started on the 1st. Today is the 4th. So I guess technically it could be even the 4th day. I know we started on July 1st. I came in and told you guys that we'll be going all the way to the 2nd, to the 7th for a whole week. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on day 4 today. So thank you for joining me on Wisdom, from Wisdom on YouTube, and thank you on Clubhouse. How is everybody feeling? Um, I hope all is well. I hope you have your notebook. I hope you are outside. I hope you are in a position to do the things that we need to do. We said, let me pull up my notes. Every day we're going to do our Chariot of Angel prayer. We've got that on check. We've been doing that almost all of June. Let's see. We said that, nope, that's not it. Give me 1 second. Everything is just everywhere, but it's okay. The Chariots of Fire resource cards. You need a notebook, you need a pen, you need to be outside. You are connecting to nature. Hopefully, you guys connected with your tree afterwards because we weren't able to do it. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it today either because I am trying to do this with my laptop and maybe I can do it and you'll be able to hear me. But to move all this stuff around, that's too much. So, good day, good day. Thank you. We are moving to stay in the flow. God is shifting, God is moving. A couple days ago, I told you to choose. If you haven't been 100% obedient, and I didn't say perfect, I said 100% obedient. I think I asked this on Sunday or Monday. Then I told you that you've got this whole week to do it. I asked you on a count of 1 to 10, how do you feel of your obedience? Where do you think you lie? And if you are 6 and up, then you are about to see some things manifest in your life. If you are a 1 through a 5 of the last 2 weeks that we were on a spiritual hiatus, then you need to use this week to catch up and be absolutely, positively, 100% obedient and quickly shift, quickly move. If he says jump, you say how high. If he says go, you say which way. Whatever he's telling you and asking you to do, you need to do it immediately. Okay? Why? Because what is transpiring this week you don't want to miss and you want to be in alignment. And we were on a spiritual hiatus. We were on a spiritual timeout. And what happened was it felt like things weren't moving. It felt like we were stagnant. It felt like we were seeing things, hearing things, all these synchronicities, all these what the world call coincidences were happening, but nothing was responding in kind to us. That's because we were on a spiritual timeout and you were going through your mastery lesson. Remember the weekend I told you on the mastery lesson that we were going through, that it was going to you had to master some things. He wasn't going to give you advice. He wasn't going to tell you what to do. There goes a monarch butterfly already. He wasn't going to give you directions. He wanted you to see what he wanted it to come out of you. But now we're in a cosmic shift, a huge cosmic shift. Okay. So huge that people are calling July the month of Christmas. Christmas in July. You know, you've heard that with Hallmark. They've started saying that because it's the middle of the year, just to kind of, that's more of a sales and marketing ploy. But I'm telling you, how many of you were on when we wrote our Christmas list? That was last week sometime. How many of you were on when we wrote our Christmas list? Drop a 1 in the chat if you did your Christmas list already. Because if not, we need to do it again. How many of you, drop a 1 in the chat if you were in the room or the call where I said we need to write our Christmas list, so that when July you can just start marking things off. This is why I tell you guys, every time you come in, you come with a notebook, you come with a pen, because when we come, we are coming to get things in order so that as things start to transpire, we don't miss anything. That's fine. Either way, however you did it, script it, write it. It was a list of things. You did it. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I actually found mine from 12/15 of 2018. Ain't that crazy? I actually found my Christmas list of 12/15 2018. And then in our other community, we actually wrote 500, I think it was, things, which is absolutely insane and hard as all get out, but it's cool. So if you have your Christmas list, I know, right? Guess you missed that. So yes, we had a room where I said, write your Christmas list. What do you want for Christmas in July? Whatever it is, write it out. We can do another one real quick. We have the time today. I don't have anything right after. So, and if I do, if something pops up, because I had something on my calendar, but it hasn't been confirmed, we can go ahead and do it quickly. Let me put on some music. It didn't take us long last time when we did it. So let me get some music. And we're going to go ahead and write our Christmas list in July. Now that we're in July, so that you can come back and literally literally people have been just crossing things off. Okay. Just been crossing it off. So let me go ahead and put the music on. And we're not going to do it long. You can finish it later. Okay. Let's do 5 minutes. This is your Christmas list. Today is 7/4, and this is our Christmas list in July. Okay? You're doing it as a list. If you did it as a script last time, just rewrite it as a list. So let's go ahead and get this started so we can get in, get out, and then do everything else we need to do. So go ahead. Let me set the timer. Actually, I think this song is 12 minutes. So we'll probably do that, or I'll check it there. So go ahead and write your list. confirmation that our promises are being delivered. And a hawk. And a hawk. I forgot what a hawk means. Let me look that up real quick. So far I've seen a monarch, brown monarch, a hawk, and an airplane. That wasn't an airplane like a normal commercial airplane. That was a little different, but I don't know what it was. I can just tell by the sound. So a hawk meaning deep understanding. You're flying high and you can still see below. Strength, courage, and resilience. Let's see in Hebrew. It means to blossom in Hebrew. It means that's definitely, thank you. A flower is brilliance and blossom. It's time to blossom, you guys. Ambulance siren a little while ago as I passed it and it stopped. Whenever you hear a siren, always try to remember what you were thinking about, what was going on around you. And yep, a hawk. Okay, always remember what's going on around you in your mind as you hear a siren. Okay, because that siren, let me pause the music. Pause your writing real quick. We got 5 minutes left if we're going to keep going. That siren tells you what is going to transpire with that thought you were having or the conversation you were having. So if you're in the middle of a conversation about getting a new home and then a siren comes by, well, first you need to know, is it an ambulance, is it a cop car, or is it a fire truck? And then you decipher from those three, and then you can tell which one is what from those three. They're telling you what's going to happen. So always remember that. All right, I'm turning back on the music. We are writing our Christmas list in July. What do you want from God? Started over by accident. It was right here. So we are writing, for everyone just joining us, I think it just got onto YouTube and you were talking about Christmas list. Oh, wow. So, and what was it? It was an ambulance. So it's going to, if you just hopped on when I was talking about the Christmas list that we needed to write, and you saw an ambulance, that is for all of us that he's resuscitating our list. Ambulance means resuscitation, right? It's a life that he's bringing back to life, usually in that it's rescue, but a fire truck could be rescue, so could cops. So you got to break it down to understand what each one. But yeah, that is confirmation that our Christmas lists are being revived and resuscitated. So make sure you write what you really, really want. All right, you guys. So a couple of things that I wanted to discuss today on top of everything that we just talked about. Get my notes. I want you guys to understand that you are too close to quit now. You are too close to stop. Remember, I told you we reached an ultimatum in the spiritual journey. And you made a choice yesterday. If you didn't, I'd advise you to go back and listen to yesterday's. They had a lot of glitches because yesterday's was amazing. There was a lot of glitches because yesterday was trying to get you to understand exactly where you are with God in his kingdom and on earth and who you are and the path that is opening up. We're all at forks in the road, okay? So if you did not get to listen to, it's not on Clubhouse. They're not going to be on Clubhouse. I'm deleting them off of Clubhouse. They're all on YouTube. It's live right now on YouTube for those of you who are on Clubhouse, okay? I told you yesterday just a little bit of what it's going to cost you. I told you what you needed to do and what this week represented. Now I want you to understand that you are the one that the world is waiting on. I'm going to say it again. You are the one that the world has been waiting on. How many of you received your goodies from yesterday? Just drop a one in the chat if you received your goodies from yesterday. Lisa, you were on yesterday, weren't you? I think I missed you. If you received your goodies from yesterday, it would have been via email or via a Instagram message or in the community message. Dropping one in the chat. You had to be on live yesterday, not replay. Dropping one in the chat, please. No, I was working. Oh, I could have swore I saw you. Okay. So Maria won. Shanice, yes. Anybody else? Gabriel, did you? And if you were on live yesterday, which would have been the 3rd, which would have been Monday, July the 3rd, I need you to reach out to me some way, shape, or form. Either executive.assistant@smallybrown.com or you can DM me on Instagram. Don't DM me on Clubhouse. Or you can mark under this YouTube video that you were on yesterday. I believe you were because you were the one you were on. Oh, yeah, you said you were going to check that. Okay, yeah, check. Check your email. You received something. It was a token of my appreciation. It was specialty from me, and it's for this week. Please use it accordingly. Please. It is a must for this week, but you had to be present live on Monday. Everybody else, if you would like it, it is available for you to purchase. All you have to do is reach out. Oh, okay. I didn't see you. Yes, you got yours too. If you are not on live, then you are always welcome to email executive.assistant and let her know that you missed. Here are the instructions. You missed July 3rd, but you watched it and you would like to purchase the audio that goes with this week. When I tell you that audio is not just for this week, God has shifted me from a disruptor to a defender of humanity, to a protector of mankind. And if you're following me, you are a variation of that in your own right. Okay. We need it this week to open up doors. You need to listen to it as often as you can. If you don't know the instructions on a reset audio, many of you have already had one, multiples, you have a whole bunch. Go to SomaliBrown.com and you'll be able to see the instructions on how to use a reset audio. You don't see anything? Okay. DM me on Instagram and I'll try to send it to you ASAP. I need you guys to listen to that even after the 7th. Like that needs to be like the infinite one. Is it the infinite one I gave you guys in Arise Nation? It needs to be in your back pocket. Your next season, you cannot do it without what's in that audio. Okay? Your next season, you cannot do it without letting that audio transform your mind. There's a pre-recorded, there's a light soaking, and a deep soaking. That's it. It will be on my website, SomaliBrown.com. Also with the bundle, with the book that I am writing that will be probably published, probably come, I think, January or December. It's a collaboration book, okay? But you can get the pre-recorded one. The deep soaking one usually deep has over 40 affirmations. The pre-recorded has about 10. And that's the difference in the pricing. And the light soaking has about 25 to 30. So there are a difference of maybe 10, 15 in each one. The pre-recording is just a taste, you guys. I don't ever tell you to get anything. I don't ever tell you to buy anything. If you listen to me regularly, if you are assigned to my voice, if you are one that whatever I've been saying for the past, since February, because that's when I shifted, and it's been resonating and registering with your spirit, you need this audio and you need the deep soaking. Okay? You need it. Go on my website, smallybrown.com, and you can see how much they cost. If you have to put your money together, put it together. It's not even available yet. I gave those of you on Monday the snippet. That is not the end all be all. That is just to jumpstart you. When you see how that shifts you, then you will see the power that and why you need the deep soaking. Okay? This is for your next. We are going to a place where God needs us to be strictly that. And you can't be that on your own. I promise you, you can't. There are things that I had to go through that was birthed from that audio. You're not going to have to go through it if you get that audio. You're going to get it subliminally. You're going to get it in your subconscious when you use a resource. Just drop a purple heart if you guys are understanding me. Unless you want to go through what I went through to get this, unless you want to be squeezed, squished, unless you want to be put in a position, in a vice grip like I was, get the deep soaking. Unless you want to have to go through what I went through, I'm telling you now. He gave me the words that were birthed in this rough season, in this hard season for my next, for anyone assigned to me who is remotely a defender of anything on earth. Some of you are called to be ground shaking, breakthrough breakers. Some of you are called to shift foundations in different arenas and foundation of religion, economics, schools. You need this. You can't go any further without this. Okay? So I'm telling you now, you have the pre-recording if you were live yesterday. If you weren't live yesterday, you can always request the pre-recording through the email, and it'll be on my website. I'll let you know when it's on my website. It's being worked on as we speak, probably in the next couple of days. Okay? So that's one. If you already have it, you should have started listening to it yesterday. If you don't have it, but you were on yesterday, I know I'll get you yours, Gabriel. Just send me a message so that when I get off, I'll see it and I'll send it. And anybody else that was on yesterday and didn't get it, I thought I got everybody that I knew, but I could have swore there was one or two more on Clubhouse. All right. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about. You need that. We're on a love journey. And I promise you, you don't want to have to go through what I went through. What did I tell you? I fall so you don't have to. I stumble so you don't have to. I mess up so you don't have to. Don't be like my kids. Don't be like your kids where they want to touch the fire even though I'm showing you I got a scab. I burnt my hand. Even though I'm showing you I got third-degree burns, degree scars, you still want to go touch it. But if that's what you want to do, then do you. I'm trying to help you not have to go through that. I'm giving you my pressed oil. It's prayed over and it'll shift you into your next and what you need to go there, okay? Because new beginnings starting on July 1st. And a lot of us are being thrusted this week. A lot of collaborations, a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are shifting, and you need the audio. If you were on yesterday, you need the audio to help you go forward. You didn't get it and you were on yesterday. Okay. So we need to get those audios to Gabriel and Lillian. Okay. But there's nobody else on Clubhouse as of now that said they were on. Perfect. So now, as we keep moving, we are on day 4. Today is July 4th. Okay. God is about to show the world what you mean to him and what your purpose means to him. Okay. That's part of the audio. God is about to show the world what you mean to the world and what you mean to him and who you are. You are highly, divinely protected. Okay? Whenever I walk, I know I have bodyguards around me. Whenever I do anything, I know I have bodyguards around me. You need to know the same. Okay, I went a couple places yesterday and I dispatched my archangels to be around me. My ancient, I told you he changed it to ancient chariots of fire angels instead of just chariots of fire. I don't know what's the difference, but I'm about to find out. And my guardian angels. And everywhere I went, it was a stare. It was a different stare. Okay. It was definitely a different stare. And I want to let you know you have that too. But I want you to start saying that. Everywhere I go, my guardian angels protect me, guard me. They're in the front, the back, and the left. And I want you to see how people shift the way they look at you and treat you. Okay? I want you to do that. Yes, I know. I had your name, but you didn't get it yet either. Not sure why. Now, you can say this if this is a very personal message. I hope you're still on here. I'm not going to call you out. But if you want to say something, you're more than welcome to. Someone sent me a dream, and I'm going to interpret this dream. If you want to disclose who you are more than welcome. A lot of people do it, and I do it on live. But if you want to keep it, what is that? I don't know what that insect was. So the dream that I got was very interesting, and I'm not going to go through the whole dream because, of course, it was sent in private. But the dream that I got and what I got, and this is not the first time I've gotten this, but I wanted to respect what was happening in the person's life. The dream that I got, what I got for you is there is witchcraft in your union. There is witchcraft in your union. White mice are, it's like anything white is usually, I don't want to say demonic, but like albino mice are not good in a sense. They're the ones they test on for a reason. Okay. And then what really stuck out to me was where it said my wife suddenly came out to the room and wanted to interact with me. Right. And then as if they didn't have a problem talking to me anymore. I'm going to tell you right now, there is a spell on your marriage that is forcing you to divorce, separate, or be apart. That is not the will of God. And I felt that before. I don't know if the gentleman is on here. I felt that before. Uh-oh, are you about to rain on me? I felt that before, but I didn't say anything because that was not my place. But I'm going to tell you this dream right here, and you sending it to me. And the two women that were trying to just talk to your daughter and were trying to pull her life force, they're the two doing it. I hope you are here listening. And if you're not, you'll listen to the replay. But I'm telling you right now that dream is revealing the two people. I don't know if you know the two people. I don't know if the two people are in your life. I don't know if the two people are strangers. But there are two people doing witchcraft. Is that water? Yep. There are two people doing witchcraft against your union. And it's a divine union. And both of you, from this dream, both of you are falling into it because you said my spouse wanted to interact and then she didn't have a problem, like she didn't have a problem talking to me anymore. I ignored my spouse as my spouse does me and continued talking with the ladies about other stuff. You both are under a spell. A separation spell, a seducing spell. Trust me, I know it because I see it, because I lived it, I'm living it, and I'm breaking it right now. Okay? You don't know them. You know them. You just don't know them in your dream. You need to ask God to expose them. That is not the will of God. That is not and I felt that from a long time ago, but I would never overstep my boundaries. That's not the type of person I am. That's not even the type of woman of God that I am. I felt that from before. That's why I had reached out to you and asked you a question. Yeah, and if anybody is on here and you know that without a shadow of a doubt that God called you to marry someone and they acting a plumb fool, Don't you ever throw in the towel. You wait for God to tell you to throw in the towel. Never. You hear me? You do everything in your power to be obedient until God says free will has stepped in, shift son or daughter. Do you hear me? You don't move until God says move. You fight until you have nothing left in your lungs to fight for your union. Do you hear me? And this is where the audio that I sent you comes in. Because we have a fight in us that we have to fight for things like this. We have to fight for love. We have to fight for humanity. There are so many people, and it could be her friends, it could be her aunties, it could be a practitioner that someone's going to pay. So there's a third party in the middle that's going to someone, and you would never know. But I promise you, you are to not be divorced. You are not to be divorced. The enemy has both you and her under something. And it's sad because we're like, God, how could this be? How could this happen to me? I'm a son, I'm a daughter of God, of the highest. Because he said weapons will form. He said weapons will form, but they won't prosper. He said that. So what you have to do is always ask him to expose what is on your life, what is on your marriage, what is on your kids. Is anybody doing any witchcraft? I know of an extra party speaking against our marriage, separating us if they could be one of them. Yep. Please reach out to Diona so we can try to set up a session. I don't know how we're going to do this, but we can definitely do something. I can definitely help you for sure. Yeah. Definitely. Because I'm tired of seeing kingdom marriages being ripped apart by witchcraft. Like it's nothing. Just like, oh God, put us together and let no one take us under, and boom, it's ripped apart. Nah, I'm not standing for that. I don't stand for that. I fight. I fight with you, for you, which is why I say I don't care what happens in my marriage. I don't care what kind of turmoil I go through. I have too many seeds of helping marriages stay put, helping marriages come back, helping marriages not be subject to separation. That's too many seeds in the ground. So the enemy can try all he wants. What's going to come up are all my seeds that I've helped people, that I stand in the gap with, friends, families, strangers. It don't matter because that's my first mandate. My first mandate is protect your marriage at all costs. A wife, the definition of a wife is a wife willing to be a sacrifice for the growth of her husband and her marriage. And then you sacrifice at all costs. What is it going to cost you? You have a mission to accomplish together, and the enemy is doing a real good job of destroying divine unions, so that we don't do our assignment. So yes, reach out to her and then we'll go from there. Now, the last thing I had is what I started talking about, is you cannot give up. Okay? You cannot give up. We are in a mastery season, kind of like in your master season where everything is weighted, everything is heavy. You have a heavy presence on you now. You have a heavy weighted glory on you now. Okay? Heavy weighted glory, because you've mastered a lot. And in mastering a lot, the enemy is trying to thwart what you are doing. No. Okay, so let's go ahead and dispatch our angels. Oh, why did the music go off? Let's dispatch our angels, our chariots of fire angels. We'll do it for 2 minutes. And then we wrote. That was our writing for today. If you guys want to do more, you can do it on your own. 2 minutes. Let's dispatch our angels. Go. Make sure you have your card out. If you don't have your card, executive.assistant@smallybrown.com, and ask her for the chariots of fire resource cards, so that every time when we get on, you have your card in front of you. But go ahead and dispatch your angels. China. My charger for the computer. Charger. Plug it in right there. So, as we wrap up, anybody have anything they want to add, say? You can drop it down in the chat. This is God's plan, you guys. Everything we are going through is God's plan. Let me move a little bit so I can put it in. Okay? This is God's plan. This is God's plan. It's not, why is this happening? It's, this is happening to me for a reason. This is happening for me. From to me to for me. All right? I need you guys to understand that this is, everything that you are looking at right now is happening for you. Even you, sir, with the divorce on the table, with your wife's situation, your situation, it's happening for you. Everything that every one of us is going through right now, this second, in the last 2 weeks especially, is because it's happening for us. Stop and just turn around the last 2 weeks. I know I'm not the only one, and I've heard people on TikTok and on Instagram, well, mainly TikTok, say, this has been the most intense 2 weeks. It's been the hardest 2 weeks. It is the most I've had to go through. It's been rough for a reason. It's been hard for a reason. God is doing this on purpose. He's doing this fully on purpose. I know I've grown. I know I've mastered lesson after lesson, not just one, not just two, multiple lessons. And so have you. I'm not the only one. You're mastering lessons now. Okay? I hope you're outside like I am. I hope your feet is in the grass, grounding. Like I said, I can't do the tree because the computer's going to die. But I want you to go to a tree if you are outside. And like I said, if you're not comfortable with this, please put it on the shelf. Ask the Holy Spirit to confirm it. Maybe he'll give you a dream of you hugging a tree. Who knows? Or you'll hear something. But we're nature. Everything is connected. We're all connected to the earth. And we have dominion. If our brother could say, peace be still to the water, and it had to be still, that means it has ears. Water has a memory. We know that. So you can go to a tree. Tree absorbs toxins. Trees absorb, they dig their roots deep and they absorb everything. So if you go to a tree and you put your hand on it and you say, take all my negative emotions, take all this negativity off of me and the toxins in my body, I promise you, you will feel it come out of you. So if you have time to do that, go ahead and do that right now. If not, doing it right after we get off. But that's what we're doing every day. We are releasing our feelings into the earth. We are calling on our Chariots of Fire angels. We are writing, scripting, whatever he is calling us to do. Yes, you will feel it pull from your body. You will literally feel it. Like, I get lightheaded every time I do it. I feel weak right after. And someone else said the same thing, that they feel weak. And someone just said they feel it pulling. Try it and ask the Holy Spirit to confirm it. Okay? Don't stay in your box. We're expanding our DEA. Remember, I told you our DEA, DNA, RNA is online. You've never even heard of DEA. Exactly, because that's been locked. But everything that's happening right now in the atmosphere, the cosmic shifts that we've been having back to back to back, those of you who've been following me, it's been more cosmic shifts now than it's been since you guys met me. But that's what's happening. Okay? So every day this week, we're releasing, we're shedding. Remember, I told you the men, the divine healing, the men are going to be shedding, stretched, or stripping. We're in the process too. Ours just looks different because we're a little more connected than most men already. So Get your resources, get your resource cards. If you don't, let me see if you guys sent me a message. If you don't have your audio, pre-recorded audio, okay, I got yours, Gabriel. If I don't see your message, I need you. Don't just send me a message on YouTube. Tell me you didn't get it. A couple people, or on TikTok, TikTok on Clubhouse. I need you to DM me on Instagram or reach out to executive.assistant and say I did not receive the audio and I was on the live July 3rd so we can get your name. Okay? I need you to do that. And then I want you, if you need the audio, email, if you want the audio, the pre-recorded, email executive.assistant and tell her you would like to order the pre-recorded. It is available, and I promise you it'll change your world. It'll change your world so much. I can promise you it'll change it in a moment. This one, it'll change it in a moment. The moment you sleep with it and it gets into your subconscious, you're going to wake up aware and feeling different and looking at the world different. I can promise you that. I can guarantee you that, because there was too much oil that I pressed out through tears, through sweat, through pressing, there were many moments in the last 2 weeks that I said, God, I give up. I can't do this. I cannot go any further. I don't want to go any further. And I don't know if I can do this. So I know that this audio is different. So those of you who already have it and you've listened to it overnight, I promise you the weight and the glory on that is like no other. And this is a snippet. The long one is about an hour. The deep soaking has 45 phrases. It has about 20 to 30 phrases. Okay? God to provide. Don't say I don't have the money. Don't say it's too expensive. God, if that is what I need to elevate to my next season, provide me with the funds so I can get it. That's what I want you to say. Don't say it's too expensive or I can't get it. No. You are able to come up with funds when you know you need it. God provides you with seed. He provides you with funds when he knows you need it. So hear me. This is a must. This is a must have. I rarely say that. I do have things in my arsenal that are must haves. This is a must have if you are assigned to my voice in this season. This is an absolute must have reset audio. This is as powerful as the infinite one. Those of you who have the infinite one, I promise you it'll change your world. This is more important than the infinite one. Okay. And that was for a season. So if you are interested in the reset audio, I'm typing it in. All right. It's executive.assistant at Somalia Brown. If I can type brown.com and ask for the Defender of Humanity reset audio. Okay. We have 3 versions. We have a deep soaking, we have a light soaking, and we have a pre-recorded. The pre-recorded is maybe 15, 20 minutes, if that. And it is a snippet. Okay? You need this. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on Instagram that you are interested in purchasing this reset audio, because especially if you want to be married. I mean, it's all encompassing, you guys. It's going to tackle marriage. It's going to tackle your workforce. It's going to tackle your career. It's going to tackle your motherhood, your fatherhood. It's going to tackle your assignments. It's all encompassing. It is all encompassing. I'm going to say it again. This audio is all encompassing. So, all right, you guys, anybody have anything? Comments, questions? Anybody have anything they want to add? How are you feeling? Nothing on YouTube, nothing on Clubhouse. All right. So you guys have an amazing day. I don't want to hold you guys much longer. I don't have anything else. We'll be back again tomorrow, 10 a.m. Thank you for joining me on the 4th. For those of you who celebrated to the umpteenth, thank you. Appreciate it wherever you are overseas. You are so welcome. Thank you for your support, you guys. Thank you for allowing me to be who I am. It is your season to be who you are. It is your season to build your community. I don't care if it's a community online or a community of 4 or 5 men, a group of men, or a group of women. It is your season. You're welcome. It is your season. Okay? It is your season. You're being unveiled. It is your season to be chosen. It is your season to make yourself a priority and for others to be a priority. I cannot. Oh my God, you guys. You've never seen me like this. This audio, I cannot stress it. Everything that I'm saying, it will naturally be a part of you once you start listening to this audio. And when you are still on here and you start hearing your counterparts in the community say, my God, this changed, my God, that changed, it's going to be because of that audio. I promise you. So, you guys have an amazing day. The Divine Men's Healing is still being in the works. I'm just waiting on the date. I think I'm still in it though. Of course, I got to do it first to then give you guys the steps and the tools. I thought it was supposed to be June 18th. I was trying to push it out sooner because I thought you guys needed it, but God is like, no, I need you to walk it out so you can get out the kinks, get all the instructions, and then go. So you're on the list. You haven't missed it. Remember, get other people who you think will be interested, and we'll go from there. All right, you guys have an amazing day. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, even though it looks like it's going to rain here. But yesterday was absolutely hot. I was toasted out here. You guys have a good one. This room and this live is closing in 3, 2, and 1.